What's up, world? It's your girl, Candi J, your resident planner girl. First and foremost, let me just say happy early new year to you all. By the time this video comes out, we will already be in 2024. But what we're going to do right now is wrap up 2023. We're also going to reset in our planner lives. We're going to change out things that need to be changed from the old year and make it fresh for the new year with new inserts and all. If you're new around here, hi, welcome. I'm so glad that you are here. If you're here to plan with me, make sure that you grab all the things that you need and grab your drink of choice. As you can see, mine is coffee. Now let's get started, y'all. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go through all of the sections in my planner currently. This is an A5 rings planner, and I'm going to go through and remove old things that I may not need. That was just my inbox, so I went through my sticky notes to see if there were any that I could get rid of that I didn't need to reference anymore. But I will do that throughout all of my sections. That includes removing monthly calendars and all of that. So we'll go ahead and do that now. You know, this year for me has truly been a test among tests and a stretch among stretch, and I am grateful for all of those things because it honestly has helped to groom me and to grow me into the person that I need to be in this year going forward. But I cannot say that throughout that process I was not frustrated at some point, but the beauty in that is being able to accept those things that are going on, but then also having the understanding and the patience to know that those things are only for a time. We're also going to be setting up our planner for the upcoming year, as well as going through our planner in 2023 and removing anything that we need to remove so that we can start the year fresh. So the sections that I keep within my A5 planner is a section for my monthly calendars, my weeklies, dailies. I have a section for meeting notes. I have a project section. I have a notes section, and then I also have a reference section.
But if this brings you just a little closer to those men who are going into the hottest spots.
Now that I have reset my planner, what I'm going to do is check my calendars. One of them is my Apple Calendar, which I use with conjunction of my phone so that I can keep track of what's going on with life and work. And then I'm also going to check my calendar within my daily dashboard in Notion, because I also use that not only to track life things, but I track my content brand things, I track home things. I use Notion a lot in my life. So if you guys are interested in seeing and learning how I use Notion, definitely that's something to let me know down in the comments. When I'm going through this reset, not just yearly reset, but monthly reset, weekly reset, planning in general, I am definitely one that needs to have my music going on. And I don't know if you guys can see my little Spotify up, but music is life for me. So I'm definitely rocking and listening to some of my favorite songs as of now. I'm also sharing my Apple Music playlist of monthly favorites. I will make sure to link that down in the comments too, so you can check out and groove what I'm listening to during the month. Now we're going to set up my January calendar for the month. I use my monthly calendar to keep track of high-level items. High-level items for me are things like meetings, doctor's appointments, school-related items, events. Those things will go on my monthly calendar, paydays, all of those things. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm very light on deco with the monthly calendar. I'm more concerned with the information than the deco. And here's how my monthly calendar turned out. I'm actually kind of surprised that I actually like the green that I use as accent colors for my monthly, because green is not usually a color that I gravitate towards, but I guess in the new year I'm going to switch it up and try something new. Now onward with my weekly spread setup. I'm actually only going to set up the upcoming week, the first week of January. I don't normally plan out my weeks more than 1 week at a time, at least on the weekly spread. It keeps me present in the week that we are in currently. What I will do on my weekly spread though is I will notate a section for me to be able to know what's coming up in the week coming up after. But other than that, I don't like to keep any more information further out than that on my weekly calendar. This year I have used several different types of planners throughout the year. I started the year in my B6 vibe. I was using a B6 Ari Estelle Weekly Essentials Planner, which even to this day I really still do love. It is dated. It is in the B6 size, which is between my first and second favorite sizes in reference to planners. But throughout the year, I kind of transitioned and bounced back and forth. I was briefly in a A5 disc bound, which I'm kind of still using, but not in the same way. I was briefly in an A6 size. It was using an A6 Stalogy. I wanted something that was a little more compact, but still gave me the space that I needed to actually plan my life out. But then I switched it up again because towards the middle of the summertime is when I started realizing that I really needed a switch in reference to what my main planners were. So I ended up going back to this A5 rings that you guys see me using currently. And I'm also in a personal rings, which you guys will see in a little bit because I use that as a reference to set up my A5. Currently, I'm using my personal rings as my everyday carry. But one of the things that I love about planning in general, as long as you give yourself the grace to be flexible, is the ability to be flexible and to switch and change to things that will be more beneficial to you in any given season so that you can be fully effective in your planner. I must really have been having an unintentional love moment with green because these stickers that I just put down with the Just Breeze coffee cups, I designed these stickers months ago. I don't even remember making a green anything because green is not a color that I am naturally drawn to, but as you can see, I must have circled back around to all make it make sense because that sticker was perfect for this week's spread. One of the biggest things that happened for me towards the end of 2023 was my promotion at work. I will be starting in a new position and a new role in a new department, which I'm very grateful for. I'm very excited for. So I definitely had to document that on my calendar, y'all. And then I will be taking that week just to show appreciation and thanks to who I worked with where I am now, and then preparing myself for the future in my new role and new station.
I hope that it will help you to do a better job. Better job.
I decided to keep my deco for my weekly spread pretty consistent with what I use for my monthly spread. So I use the same highlight colors, aka the green. I also use the same washi tape that I used on my monthly calendar as well. Just keeping things consistent around here.
I hope that it will help you to do a better job.
And here's the final look of how my first week of January spread turned out. I'm really happy with how it turned out. I love the pops of color, and it's a great way to start the new year out. And here I am setting up my first week of January in my personal rings planner. My personal rings for 2024 as of now is what I will be carrying as my everyday carry, or EDC in planner world. So I set that up just like I set up my A5. One of the reasons that I decided to make the personal rings my everyday carry was a lot to do with the size of that planner. Right now I have my personal rings inserts being housed inside of an A6 Moterm cover, and if you did not know, now you know, y'all. Personal ring inserts do fit inside of an A6 ring planner. You're welcome. I have been tracking my sleep for the past few months, and I have noticed what a difference it makes for me in reference to knowing how I sleep, what can disrupt my sleep. I'm also using the Rise Sleep app. Not only helps you track your sleep, but it will show you your energy levels, your energy dips, which has been really helpful to me. It helps me to plan out and decide when I do what things during the day based on where my energy levels are. Highly recommend, you guys, track your sleep. If you have made it this far, thank you so much for rocking with me. If you have not already, make sure you like this video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. And above all, I'll share so that we can keep building this community. Until next time, peace.